Good morning, race fans, and thank you for joining us today at Transport Diecast Racing. I'm JT, and I'll be your host. I'd like to welcome you all to the final day of the TDR Ferrari tournament. Today will consist of the semifinals and the finals, so make sure to stay for all of the racing. Now let's get right to the drivers. In first with 26 points, we have Jeremy Guzman in the Ferrari F50. In second with 25, Kevin Colton of Slandman Customs in the Ferrari F355. In third and fourth with 24 points, we have Joe Marquez of Team Marquez Racing in the Ferrari 360 Modena and Ian Parks of Parks Racing Team in the Ferrari 308. Now for the rules. Drivers will earn points by reaching the 3 checkpoints, the finish, and finishing in first. We've also added 2 bonus point opportunities after the finish, so now drivers can earn a maximum of 7 points per race. The first bonus point will be for reaching the parking lot. This will require a clean run on the final straight. The second point is a style point. Drivers must perform a drift finish without hitting any guardrails to earn the point. Switch sides for race 2, top 2 will advance. Let's get to racing. Our first matchup is between Jeremy Guzman in the F50 and Ian Parks in the 308. Jeremy, while not the fastest, has consistently been at the top of the standings. But Ian's got a huge lead on him right now. Jeremy's catching up. Oh, that's not good. And Jeremy passes from the outside again. And he gets the bonus point. They both do. 6 points for Jeremy, 5 for Ian. Here we see that huge lead from Ian. That's about as big as it gets though as Jeremy starts to pull back in on the open track. And this drift is what decided the race. I don't think Jeremy's had any errors on the Chaos Canyon jump, and that leads to this amazing pass on the outside. I think that's his 3rd time passing in the same exact location in this tournament. Switch sides, Ian's got the outside lane this time. His performance this tournament has been quite the opposite of Jeremy's. He has the fastest track time, but due to one really bad race last round, he found himself fighting off elimination. And this time Jeremy's got the lead, but Ian's right on him. Oh no. And that's all it takes. Tough break for Ian as he repeats the same mistake that cost him the last race. Here we see an unsuccessful pass attempt from Ian. He tries to overtake from the outside right there, but he wasn't going fast enough. He still stays close until this drift, and that one mistake is all it takes. Strong finish from Jeremy as he takes another 6 points and is likely staying in first place. Now for the final matchup of the round, Kevin Colton in the F355 and Joe Marquez in the 360 Modena. Joe starts inside. Both of them didn't do so well in qualifying, but they're both really fast. And Joe takes the lead as they trade a little paint. He gains some distance on the silverback straight. And Kevin makes the pass. A lot of contact on that merger slows him down on the final straight. But Joe gives him the extra point. Let's check out the replay. There was more contact there than I thought. And entering the silverback straight, Joe gets a huge lead, but a sloppy turn there gives Kevin a chance. And another sloppy turn there gives Kevin the win. It looks like Joe made room for him to pass, but I doubt that's what happened. Just a bad mistake. Switch sides, Kevin's on the inside lane this time. He only needs 3 points to advance, while Joe needs to win by 3 to have a chance. Let's see if Kevin can hang on to the early lead. And he does. Bad turn from Joe creates a huge gap. Kevin's driving like a madman right now, and Joe's nowhere to be seen. Something turns Kevin around, but he finishes strong for another 6 points, and Joe comes in with 5. Let's check out the replay. Joe goes wide for a late apex, but he misses entirely and makes a lot of contact with the walls, giving Kevin a huge lead. That's just too much for Joe to overcome. And with a strong finish from Kevin, our finals are set. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our finals matchup will be between Jeremy Guzman in the F50 and Kevin Calton of Slandman Customs in the F355. Thank you Ian and Joe for driving with us. Jeremy and Kevin, to your cars. This time we're starting with the top seed in the inside lane, so Jeremy will have the early advantage. The last time these two raced, I made the assumption that Jeremy had no chance of winning. Boy, was I wrong. And Kevin takes the lead. Jeremy starts to make up ground on the Silverback straight, a little love tap. And a pass from Jeremy on the outside at the same oh no. Can Kevin make it through? No chance, he's going way too slow. A double DNF with 3 points apiece. Let's go back to the replay. Here we see Kevin with a sizable lead, but with a level of technicality on this course, that can disappear quickly as you see happening here. Jeremy puts down a much better turn entering the Silverback straight and closes the distance. And then with another perfect jump, he's able to make another pass from the outside. I've lost count of how many times he's done that now, but a bad entry into the merger stops him dead in his tracks. Switch sides for race 2. Kevin takes the inside lane this time. Last round when he had the inside, he got a huge lead off the start, but he lost it after a messy landing from the Chaos Canyon jump. And he has a huge lead again like last time, but he stays straight. Doesn't look like he's going to give it up. And no pass. Oh my god, Jeremy comes in for a late pass, and he falls short. Jeremy came in out of nowhere and almost takes this win from Kevin. Here's Kevin with a huge lead. He does much better this time on the Silverback straight, but Jeremy's still making up ground there. Clean jump and turn from Kevin, but an even better turn from Jeremy as he's coming in at twice the speed of Kevin. Unfortunately, he gets a little contact, and that slows him down just enough for Kevin to stay in front. Jeremy's back on the inside, and he's down by 2. Let's see if he can tie this up or take the lead on this race. And Kevin comes out ahead, but this time Jeremy is right on him. He closes the distance on the Silverback straight. And a bad crash from Kevin as he goes flying into the parking lot, while Jeremy makes his pass and finishes for 6 points. That 2-point deficit is now a 3-point advantage. And I can't tell, but I think Jeremy taps him right there and causes the spin out. But a beautiful pass. Wow. Let's get that slowed down. Oh my god, I hope he's alive. And that perfect turn from Jeremy. Oh, he gets a little air there, a lot of contact, but he still gets the bonus point. Time for the last race of the tournament, as long as we don't have a tie after this, of course. Kevin's on the inside lane this time, and he hangs on to the lead. Ooh, some contact pushes him into the gutter, and Jeremy makes a pass. What a beautiful pass by Jeremy, and this tournament is over. Jeremy does a little victory dance, and he stares Kevin in the face as he takes the win. That was the first time that we've ever seen a pass on that part of the track, and it all started with that little mistake. It looks like Kevin was forced to take the gutter after making contact with the wall. And as we all know, when done correctly, the gutter run is supposed to increase your speed. And now for the beautiful pass from Jeremy. He barely nudges Kevin out of the way. That was textbook right there. And another flawless jump from Jeremy. Added a little more distance between him and Kevin, but by now it was over. And now for his little victory dance. Now that I'm seeing it again, I don't think that was intentional, but he went with it anyways and still secured the win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our winner. Congratulations to Jeremy Guzman with his Ferrari F50. Representing himself with no team, It was a close battle, but in the end, it all came down to consistency. I'd like to thank all of our drivers for participating and all of our viewers for their support. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Please like and subscribe.